Hey guys, this is Alex here with Cyber Echo 1987, and I wanted to bring an update. Sorry, had to readjust the camera there. Just got off work. Anyways, I wanted to give you a quick little update on another series that I'm going to be doing, which is going to be, I have decided to get gastric bypass, and I am very excited to do it. There's a lot that I'm going to have to go ahead and do, and so I wanted to make a vlogging series about the process, what it's going to go ahead and take, what I learn, all that kind of stuff, for me and everyone else who's going to be keeping track. I weighed in yesterday, surprisingly, at 530 pounds. Now, it wasn't a shock that I was fat, but I didn't know that fat. So, yeah, that's just too damn fat. So, what we're going to go ahead, well, I say we, but me, what I'm going to go ahead and do is, I had already went to my introductory appointment, got a whole list of things that I need to go ahead and do. So to give everybody a backstory, I have been heavy most of my life. I'm 30 years old, and I've probably been heavy for better part of 25, maybe 23 years. Around somewhere between 8 and 10 years old is when it really started to shift. I have a lot of depression that runs through the family and stuff like that, so that attributed to it. Not to make excuses, but they are reasons to why I got here. It's not really funny, but in Austin Powers, I remember there was a section where they were talking to Fat Bastard, and he was talking that he was sad because he eats, and he eats because he's sad. And it was a funny line, but there's a lot of truth to that. Yeah, very, so, depression had something to do with it. Bad genetics, pretty much. I had one thin parent, my mother, and then I had one parent who has a lot of, well, my dad's always been obese, but not nearly as heavy as I am. I think at his highest he was like around 350 or something like that, which is still a lot, but for most of us in my father's side are over 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". There's even one that is 6'7". So, in general, we're pretty tall people. So, and we're stocky, so, we hide it fairly well. Which is part of the reason why I didn't necessarily know that I was heavy. I was definitely thinking within the 400-pound mark for myself. But, yeah, no, that was surprising. But the nice part about life and just life in general is you have the opportunity to change things about you that you don't like. Especially when it comes to something like weight. It's definitely hard. I'm not going to lie. I know I'm addicted to food. If I wouldn't have this problem. Regardless, there's plenty of thin, depressed people. It's not all about depression. But, going back on point, I'm going to try to do a daily vlog. At least log on, track my progress, say what I did for the day. Talking to the doctors, they are saying that with my weight, and I have a few back issues, knee issues. For those of you who don't know, I used to ride dirt bikes, and I did a lot of competition, state competition, never national, but state competition. So I've got some injuries back in the day. So now, older, I kind of face those challenges, specifically my back and my knee, my left knee. So, with that, they were saying if I can do 30 minutes of exercise once every, I think they said like 3 days would be good. And they want me to avoid lifting weights and just do straight cardio. That would be ideal. The goal is to lose 30 pounds before my insurance will allow me to have the surgery. And I think that's doable. A lot of people seem to be upset about the fact that your insurance wants you to lose weight. But I'm actually okay with that, because if you can't demonstrate that you're going to follow some sort of structure and rules, what makes you think that you're going to be successful at gastric bypass? Not to go on too much of a tangent here, a lot of people say that, oh, gastric bypass is taking the easy way out. I don't see that. I just don't see how taking pieces of your body, cutting them out, reworking your entire diet, and having to do that the rest of your life is the easy way out. Now, I can definitely say where some people say, well, that's foolish, just lose the weight. Yeah, there is that argument. And who knows, after the 30 pounds, I might say let's abandon ship and let's keep going. But I'm so heavy, to be honest, to the point where I need something quick. I don't know too many people in their upper 30s, 40s who weigh 500 pounds. I think they pretty much die out pretty quickly. So, we're at 0 hour, and I'm willing to do what it takes. If that means for the rest of my life I can't have soda, because that is a huge thing with gastric. Once you have that done, no booze, which I don't really drink much anyways. No soda. Those are the biggies. And you gotta make sure to eat protein. And take supplements and stuff like that. How do I know as much as I know about this? Well, aside from the doctor's appointment that I had, when I was younger, my father took me to Mexico to get a lap band. Now, it didn't wind up all happening and all that kind of stuff, but I gained a lot of knowledge about, gastric and what all was required. The lap band just never wound up working out because it wasn't great, and yeah, I lost some weight from it, the program. But the lap band, I don't like that because that punishes you for overeating. Yeah, there's a program where, you're only supposed to eat this, this, and this, but really, if you don't, you just don't lose weight. And that's not really a lifestyle change. I think that the gastric has to be a lifestyle change. So, I need to do the dieting. I need to go to counseling. Let's see here. Those are the two biggies. And then you gotta do some EKG, make sure that you're not gonna die on the operating table. You can breathe well, stuff like that. I do have a CPAP machine. For those of you who don't know what CPAP is, it's one of those things that pump oxygen when you sleep. It's a huge preventative to stroking out. So, yeah. At first I hated it. Now I can't live without that. Not literally. I mean, sometimes I spend the night somewhere at girlfriends' houses and stuff like that. Well, girlfriend's house, not girlfriends. But I meant other people's houses. And, by, sleeping there, sometimes I forget to bring the CPAP machine, and yeah. So it's not like if you don't use it, you're going to die. But I will say that I get a headache every time that I don't use it, so they needed to make sure that I was on a CPAP for when I'm in the hospital and all that kind of stuff. But exercise, exercise, exercise is what they are driving home. So my goal, they're saying once every third day to go ahead and do exercises, so about 3 times a week-ish is kind of average what that would boil down to. I would say I can probably do every other day if we're talking 30 minutes. I know time is going to sort of be an issue because I do this channel, I work, I run my own company, so I work at a company and I do my own company. I've got a child and a girlfriend, so everything all in one is kind of hard, and I'm not very good at not neglecting one thing in order to do another, and I don't want to do that with my relationship. I don't want to do that with my daughter, and work, won't allow it. Otherwise, I won't be able to be insured to go get the gastric. Yeah, also, too, I was very surprised United Healthcare, this is not really going to cost me too much. I've got a couple of co-pays, things like that, but the surgery itself, after I meet my deductible, is a $0 cost. So, it is like a $1,800 deductible, so, I mean, it is going to cost me around $1,800, plus co-pays, but, like I said, beats the alternative to dying. So, guys, I am going to, and I apologize, I'm very stuffy. I think I'm going to go for a walk around the block. I'm going to go drive home. I'm already wearing my tennis shoes, put on some basketball shorts and a shirt, and let's see if we can make day 1 happen. That'd be cool. Alright, guys. Thank you for checking in with me. I appreciate any likes and subscribes. Even if I don't get that, my whole goal with this is anybody who's wanting to know what the gastric is about, kind of see what a daily changes are that you're going to have to make, get more information. Stay tuned. This is for you. And as far as you trolls, be gentle, although I don't really have feelings, so I can't really be hurt too much. And for those of you who are supportive, I do have feelings for you guys. I appreciate any comments that you guys leave, just, thoughts, prayers if you're religious, all that kind of stuff. But I mostly want to do this. I want to do gastric for me, but I'm doing this channel for people who want information. So, alright guys, toodles, thanks for checking in, and again, I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll check in with you guys later on after the exercise.